been thinking about when I first started my lawn business. At this point, that had been 4 years ago. And I think back on where my life was and what was going on, and when I think about it compared to now, man, it's kind of crazy just how much things have changed. I remember when I first started in 2015. I was a really big dude. I still am a pretty big dude, but back then I was a really big dude. And honestly, I didn't have any business starting, man. Like I was physically nowhere near what you would need to be to start a lawn care business. I was tipping the scale at 400 pounds, and just didn't even make any sense, you know. I'd be out there mowing grass with a push mower, literally feeling like I was gonna die, you know. My first lawn that I ever got, I ended up charging the woman, charged her $40 because it was kind of overgrown, and it took me 2 hours. I had to mow it twice and rake up the clippings, and I didn't know what I was doing. I thought it would be easier if I set the mower lower. I thought that would make it easier to cut. So I didn't know what I was doing, and I was overweight, and I would get sick. I was mowing on weekends. I would get sick every single weekend. At some point on a lawn, I would get overheated or whatever, and I mean, several weekends I threw up because I was too hot. It was just too much. And so that first year I was working part-time, and when I first brought up that I was going to start cutting grass, people, they were, I'm sure they were very judgmental, actually, but they, for the most part, kept it to themselves. But when people did bring it up, they like to bring up the fact that, you know, somebody as big as you really shouldn't be doing outside work. You know, they would bring up, like, you know, this is really hard work, you know, at your size. I don't know. There was one guy I think was scared I was going to kill myself, you know, from heat exhaustion or something. But, you know, I just kept plugging away, working hard. And, you know, even through that first year, when I first started cutting, I did not realize just how much of benefit a sulky would be. And so I was just walking lawns. But I was also eating a ton. So even though I was cutting, I think I was cutting like 10 lawns a day my first year full time, I was eating fast food 2 or 3 meals a day, so I wasn't losing any weight. I was getting in better physical condition, but I was actually getting fatter. You know, I was kind of fluctuating. I would go down to 360, but then go back up to over 400 pounds. And I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't break that cycle. You know, and you know, at some point I did get the sulky, and that made things easier. But I was, you know, you kind of hit a wall where it's like, man, it's just so tired and it's so hard, and it's really weird. But what kind of flipped the switch for me when it came to kind of taking my weight more seriously is, I mean, among other things, but I started thinking about, in my business, I am always looking for ways to speed things up, to go faster, you know. And I was in a situation where I was like, all right, I got a good mower. That's not really a bottleneck at this point. The blower is not a bottleneck. Trimmer, I can't really get much better than the trimmer I've got. So, you know, what can I do to make myself faster, make myself more efficient? And the answer was, well, if I weighed less, if I was in better physical condition, I would be able to get work done faster, and I would be able to do more. and be able to last longer without getting tired. And so it's so dumb, but that's kind of what helped, you know, flip the switch for me. And so I started actually working on, I wasn't working out, but I started making changes to my diet. I stopped going to fast food 2 or 3 times a day and got it down to like once a day, and then, you know, down to once a week, and then down to basically never. And I stopped drinking soda, which was really huge, and just started like taking different things out of it, you know, like I stopped eating pasta for a while. I have since resumed that practice because it's good. But I stopped eating pasta, and basically, without realizing it, kind of went on a raw diet during the day. Like my breakfast and lunch would just be fruits and vegetables, mostly fruits. And then I would start meal prepping for dinner. It was like really watching my calories. You know, basically started out 2017 at 412 pounds, and by November of 2017 I was down to 285. And I gotta tell you, like the difference in my ability to get work done was amazing. I was so much faster. You know, I was getting so many more lawns done quicker. You know, there were days that at the beginning of the season I would be working until 5:30, 6 o'clock to get the work done. The exact same amount of work I was getting done before noon. Like I was in so much better shape, and like my motor ran faster because, you know, there was 100 pounds less sitting on those sulky wheels, so the mower was actually able to go faster, and I was able to get things done faster. Made a huge difference. So and, you know, going into this year, I've been so busy. I eventually did start going to the gym. Didn't really lose any more weight. Actually, like as we're sitting here right now, I'm at 295. I actually put 10 pounds back on. But it's like a weird thing because like my waist is still getting smaller, you know? Like I actually just had to drill a new hole in the belt this past week. So it's like, so I don't know if it's like the whole fat burn turning into muscle thing, or I don't know. But, you know, like you think back on where you were 4 years ago, and it's kind of insane to think that, you know, at one point people were afraid I was going to die because I was working outside in the physical condition I was in, to, you know, being where I'm at now, physically. And you know, obviously I still got a long ways to go. You know, my belly is very form-fitting in this shirt. But I don't know, it's just I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Like, you know, you guys, like, there's a lot of overweight guys in lawn care, obviously. It's kind of ironic, but, you know, if you start losing weight, it's actually, you make more money. You know, it's kind of weird. Like, statistics show that the more attractive you are, the more money you make. And, you know, it actually is like that in lawn care too, but it's not because you look pretty, it's because you can move faster. So, you know, if you're looking for ways to speed up your business, especially in the beginning, when you don't have employees and you're running solo, getting in shape is one of the best ways to improve your efficiency, to improve your speed. I literally doubled my production rate when I started losing weight. I doubled my production rate when I bought the sulky, and I doubled it again when I started losing weight. And, you know, it's just, you know, you do need to buy new equipment from time to time, and you know, I understand that. Like, new equipment can make you more efficient. But if you don't want to spend the money, like I want a Toro grandstand, like I really want one of those. But I don't have the money to pay cash for one right now, although I really would like to. I mean, I have the cash. I'm not spending it on that. But, you know, a much cheaper, easier way to get more efficiency out of your setup is to improve your body, to make yourself faster and stronger. You know, by losing weight and making yourself more fit, you're improving your ability to get things done in a more efficient manner. You know, like for me, going from a Toro trimmer to a steel commercial trimmer, that was a huge boost in productivity. Going from a Toro Time Master, which daggone I wish I still had, going from that to a commercial walk behind, massive boost in productivity. Upgrading your body is also going to lead to a massive improvement in productivity. You know, because if you can get more done faster, obviously you're going to make more money and you're not going to be as tired. When you're not physically tired, you're able to more effectively go after work. You know, like I was so physically exhausted last year, I stopped marketing completely, like in June or something. And I missed out on a ton of work as a result of that. You know, because I chose to not continue to seek after customers, I got myself in a situation where I was physically fit, but I didn't have the customers to match what my abilities were because I had stopped trying to get them. So, you know, we always talk about upgrading our equipment. Start working on upgrading your body, because that's the most important piece of equipment you have, is the body that's operating the equipment you're purchasing. So if you upgrade your body, man, your business is going to improve so much, because you'll be able to get things done quickly, efficiently. You'll do a better job, you'll feel better, and you'll be able to do more of the marketing and things that don't necessarily have an immediate payoff, which will help your business grow even more. So I got to get to work. I'm on the first yard. I just wanted to pass that on. So this is Randy with Dulin Cut Trim. Have a good one.